So what is manifesting from your perspective, from a psychic's perspective?
Manifesting is you have 70,000 thoughts in a day. Those thoughts that carry the most emotion are sent to the non-physical dimension, which is the spiritual realm. Who has access to that dimension? Psychics, mediums. How much energy they can download from that desire is all dependent upon how much energy that psychic has. So what I mean by downloading the information, it could be the names, events, certain things to look out for, what spiritual laws govern that manifestation as well, because it's all right having a desire, but what actual govern, which spiritual laws are you going to end up violating, what you need to be careful of, how you can tweak your manifesting state, how you can fast track the manifestation, just to get that edge. That's what manifesting is from a psychic's perspective.
So when you say breaking manifestation laws or like these psychic laws, what are some of those laws?
So you've got law of karma, law of cause and effect. Yeah. You've got the law of attraction as well. So each manifestation is governed by the 12 spiritual laws. So let's say, for example, you have a desire of manifesting a very rich guy. I want a rich guy. I want him to...
I know, that's right.
Yeah. I want stability. I want him to be rich. Okay. We did a reading on this actually when I first met you. So in that reading, what did I pick up? His name, what he looked like, which state he was from. I said, okay.
What car he has.
Car.
Where he lives.
So
what he looked like. His name.
I know. He came into your physical reality when you were vibrationally ready to match him. You dated him 3 months.
Dating is a loose. We say dating loosely, not officially, but yes, I met him.
Yeah. But what did you learn from meeting him?
What I learned from meeting him, I feel like I did manifest him. I knew what I wanted. He checked all of the boxes of what I wanted financially, physically, his career. We had a connection physically.
Yeah.
But he was more of a lesson for me.
Okay. And what lesson did you learn?
The lesson that I learned in that situation, it's personal. It's very personal. We'll get deep. What I learned is I feel like I was looking in a mirror. So there were qualities about him that I did not like. Controlling, jealous, a little bit possessive. But what I realized was that I myself have those qualities. So
that's what people need to know.
Yeah.
When you are manifesting a specific person or a love or a relationship,
you.
Yes.
Especially when you're not ready.
Everyone around you is you pushed out.
Yeah. So yeah, he was me pushed out because we weren't in a relationship. So I felt like he couldn't check me. Like, why are you asking me about who I'm with? But I was doing it to him. Yeah. And I was doing it to partners that I had before. So it forced me to look in a mirror and say, why am I so triggered by him? Why do these things bother me so much? And it's because I had those behaviors. I had to work on those behaviors. Or when he would be like obnoxious or say certain things, I'm like, why does that piss me off so much? And it's like, maybe because I can be a little asshole and obnoxious and a dick sometimes. And I need to work on that. And even though we had this strong connection, it doesn't mean that he was for me. Because at the same time, I have to work on myself. He has to work on himself. And I don't think he's really ever going to get to that point anytime soon. Yeah. So yeah, I had to let it go, but we were very, very similar, like scary.
So imagine if you didn't identify that, you didn't change anything about yourself. Do you think you would have attracted the same man over and over again, the same lesson?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's what majority of people are in. They're in the same shit, same cycle over and over again. So when you are manifesting, it's always about you upgrading yourself,
the inner work.
Yeah. No guy's going to stick around when the woman's being a bitch, you know? Like a guy wouldn't want a girl that's always constantly seeking attention. He's going to get really pissed off. He's like, what the fuck is this? Right? So what the girl needs to understand is, in that scenario, is why is it that I am wanting that attention? What is it that's lacking in me that I'm seeking the validation from a man? And then I'm telling you, that poor bastard ain't going to stick around. I see it a lot. You know, when I'm doing readings with like the men, there's one gentleman at the moment, I'm working through it and he's like, I want to break up with her. I was like, okay, well, you're in this situation because, you know, you manifested it, but you're just leading her on. It's like you telling her, eat all the cakes you want, and you won't drop, you'll be skinny. Or some girls will be. Oh.
Not me. I ate cake last night.
He's leading the girl down a rosy path.
Yeah, for sure. He's leading her on.
And what men don't understand is when you lead women on, by the time the universe delivers what it is that you desire, but you know what? Law of karma, mate. You might end up fucking it up. She might end up going with someone else. You're going to experience that heartbreak, because when you are pushing energy out, where in that scenario, when you're dating someone and you're leading them on, where do you think that that energy has to go somewhere, right? You've broken her heart, but where's that energy going to go? It's going to come back to you. That's what you call law of karma.
I love that. I love karma, because the guy we were talking about, he's experiencing that. I wanted to touch on something that you said with the same guy that we were speaking on before, thou who shall not be named.
Voldemort.
Right. Another cycle that he's in, and that I've realized and that I've told him before, and I've also noticed this because I work in nightlife and I'm around a lot of men that have money and that are very flashy. And I always attract that type of guy. These type of guys, they lead with their money.
Yeah.
So, and he's one of those guys. Like when we met, I didn't even know he had money. I was at work. I was waitressing and he came in for a drink and I'm just like, whatever. And he was interested in me and I didn't even know. But he was always making it a point to reiterate that he was rich and he has this and he has that.
Yeah.
But then he also would complain about constantly dating women who are only using him for his money. So that's another aspect I feel of doing the inner work. It's like, you have to find out who you are. He doesn't even know who he is. He doesn't have a personality. He has no substance. Or maybe he does, but he hasn't found it. It hasn't come forward.
Yeah. So he's got all the money, but his state is really poor. Mentally, he's disturbed. Physically, he's not doing well. So what does all that money mean?
Right.
Is it your inner state that's more wealthy? Is it your health that's more wealthy? Or is it just the money? That's what you'll find with some men as well. They will chase the money, but they will neglect their inner state.
100%.
So they will always attract superficial partners or people. Always. But the interesting thing about superficial energy is when you are manifesting, it does not stick.
Yeah.
Manifesting from a place of authenticity is what sticks. And people don't know whether they're real or not because they have like beliefs, they have people's voices, people's opinions. So you need to learn to silence that. And that's why they say, try to meditate. Try to bring energy in, get to know you on a soul level. Because when your soul is pushed out and it's amplified, that's where the power comes in. That's where you find yourself attracting. That sticks.
Perfect. Are you wondering if your love connection is a karmic lesson or if it's a spiritual connection? Head over to www.manifestwiththemedium.com to get insight from top psychic experts.